Yeah guys, one of the craziest things I've done so far probably, like trying to climb something like that, because you see that number right there? So Alec just hit 12,000. He's in this room. We're gonna go see his reaction. Surprise him. Morning, Alec. How was life?
Pretty good.
Good sleep?
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, it was awesome. Have you heard about this?
I have not. It's a good way to wake up.
Just hit 12,000, dude. Isn't that sweet?
Yes, it is.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
And thank you to everyone who followed me to help me reach that.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day, I'd say. But it's actually raining a little bit right now. There's hardly any clouds. Ah, that doesn't make sense. All right, guys, time to get going. How's it going? Pretty good. Well, guys, Jack was able to join the squad. Woo! You guys aren't gonna believe what we're having for breakfast.
Subway?
That car has a snorkel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I thought you meant like an actual snorkel.
Yeah, like an actual
snorkel.
Like an actual snorkel. Wrapped up a nice little breakfasty lunch, have lots of energy before we go to where we're going. So we just made it to West, and we are nearly at the end of, if this is as far south as you can go in the United States. So we're gonna go to the very end where we'll be able to look out upon Puerto Rico and the rest of the world to acknowledge them. Mile marker 0. This is the very end of the United States. Yeah, he was like,
yo, man, dude, you gotta film me, bro. I gotta be on. Where you from? Oh, you from UK? Oh man, I love that place, man. Wait, what part? Oh, come on, man, that camera's sweet. This is my local art, and I love doing it, and man, this is cool.
I walk past you're filming it, and then I walk back a little more, and I look back and you're interviewing him.
Yeah.
Luther, what's going on?
So that dude I just interviewed and showed on my video, he's a really cool dude making local art and bracelets and all sorts. I'm gonna give him an Alec Modeland business card so he can check this out. He was really energetic and he loved the cameras and all that.
Actually selling coconuts right over there, so we're able to pick one up. First time drinking coconut from Florida. Floridian coconut. Rejuvenating.
That's the tree. You see the roots coming down at the bottom.
So there's this live webcam of the southernmost point, and what we're going to do is tweet out on Alec and Wonderland so that people can watch us filming the clips there live. It's like a live stream. So right now I should be in the shot, I think. Right in the shot. That's hilarious. Final thoughts before we go live?
I think it's awesome.
I'm so nervous, I'm gonna throw up.
Jack, any thoughts?
No.
So we just finished filming, guys, and I'm heading back, and I just ran into the coolest fan ever. Check this out. Here's my fan right here. Coolest fan ever. See you later, dude. All the way at the southernmost point in Florida, and I just ran into a few people who are from Costa Rica.
Hello.
Hola! Pura vida!
Some of you may remember one of my last videos, I was talking about this wild edible plant called porterweed. Well, I came across it here in Florida, but it is pretty close to the road, so I'm gonna opt out of tasting it this time. But it's pretty cool to come across, you know, wild edible that I know in a foreign country. Well, not a foreign country because I was born here, but I just don't live here, so. Right now we are on our way to the beach. There's all these wood piles, so you can cruise around on them. Oh, let's try to jump to that one. Huh! A parkour master!
Maybe ships. Pretty awesome.
So we got to the beach and there's these massive boats around here. They look like they're part of the military. Whoa, that anchor is huge.
Coast Guard as well.
That would be so scary to be in the water if one of these was coming in. Can you imagine that massive boat coming in and you're swimming around like this little ant? So what I'm wondering is how deep this water is, because obviously it's really deep because they have these massive boats and these probably go pretty deep. But wow, I wonder how deep this is. Look, the notorious cliff. Hey, look, it's like we're hanging off a massive cliff. I feel like Nightscape. You can place your head inside. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, get your head stuck in there, Jack. That's gonna be really good.
I have a small head.
Okay, so we walked for probably half an hour or so, good amount of time, walking from the southernmost point. Now we're at the beach where you can swim, because you can't just go to any beach and just jump in. There's different spots where big boats are at and you're not supposed to. So we're switching into GoPro mode. There is this wooden thing out there which we're gonna try our best to climb, and if we're successful, that will be great. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. First person view, here we go. so there's this massive concrete post out in the ocean right here, and when we got here I saw it and I wanted to climb it, so I was trying to figure out how to do it. So luckily I always carry some paracord in my bag, so I tied them together and I was trying to throw it over the post. And my GoPro, while I was doing this, I kept recording, but then it started to say that it had errors, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna miss this. And I just kept trying and over, and I decided to just tie the rope around the bottom. That way I could use it like a step to get out of the wet, out of the water, onto the dry concrete. And then I just had to tuck my feet under my chest and just like kind of monkey it up slowly. And then once I made it to the top, I was like, ah, thank goodness. Yeah guys, one of the craziest things I've done so far, probably, like trying to climb something like that, because if it was much narrower or like a pole, then it's much easier to climb because you can kind of just like work your way up. But because that post is so wide and just like massive, it's a lot more difficult to climb. So that was the most challenging part. But you know, you got to set more goals that are more difficult and that maybe other people wouldn't think of and just try, because I'm sure there's so many people here, and I was so surprised that no one else was trying to do that, because I looked at it and I was like that just looks like so fun to try to climb up there. And I looked down, I didn't see anyone trying it. So, you know, sometimes setting a different goal or a different challenge that maybe you don't see other people doing, it's just something that you personally really want to do. So that's a great feeling. But we're gonna head out of here, probably go look for some food. Everyone's pretty hungry, but that just made my day, being able to climb up there, because I must have spent like half an hour with a rope and a rock trying to swing it up there. And you know, I really wish I had a first-person view of it, but my GoPro kept saying air and having problems, so then I had to leave it down on the rocks to climb up there, but all good. Okay, so now we're heading out. Everyone got like a semi-shot of it, so hopefully you guys got to see something. But you know, I feel like it would have been really easy to get discouraged, because I was there for like 20-30 minutes trying different things. I tried climbing it at first and it just like wasn't working out. It could have been easy to get discouraged, but you know, like I knew that it was possible.
You even cut your knee.
Yeah, I cut my knee, I cut my arm. I feel like I've been just like, oh, just forget it. This isn't gonna work.
Just barely.
Got him! Back here, Luther. Yeah, you're gonna get one next.
It's kind of
Oh, look at his.
Wow. Look at
Yeah,
this
he's
thing
really
working it.
Yeah, chew it, baby, chew it.
Poor thing.
Poor thing.
Yeah, he probably doesn't like it.
Yes, he does.
If he didn't like it, he would be off by now.
Now he has a taste of blood, so he's gonna be attacking everybody.
Okay, so now we gotta go one more.
He knows where.
Close your mouth.
Before he pees. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
That hurts.
You want it out?
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. Let go.
Just pull.
It's only gonna hurt for a minute.
Drop it.
Ah.
Yeah. It's when he doesn't let go, that's when it hurts.
Yeah, my eyes are watering.
It only hurts for a minute. See, welcome to the United States of America, where we do crazy junior naturalist things. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa, did you see that? Okay, we're heading over to send out the postcards, everyone who supported and all that good stuff. Last night we spent a solid 2-3 hours just, you know, hand signing, putting stickers and stuff. It's nice because every day we've been going just crazy madness in a rush, but just got a chance to relax, work on the postcards, chat, talk. It's fun. Okay, let's go. Let's go put the postcards in the deposit. The depositor.
Wait, you should film that. 3, 2, 1, and twist from in.
A whole lot of postcards. Make sure they win.
We're good.
Woohoo! Way to go, bros. So right now, I don't know where we are, but we're searching for somewhere to get food. But I guess there's just tons, like hundreds of people hanging out here at the Sunset because there's a bunch of performers over there, I think. Has been absolutely amazing. You know, in the morning we wake up and we're like, what should we do today? Should we go to the beach and try to do some fishing, try to this? Should we go to this place, try to help clean up here a bit? And in the morning you're sometimes like, I'm not sure if we're gonna have time to do all this. And then by the end of the day, it's like, I'm like, wow, I cannot believe how many things we did, how many places we went to. I'm like, how did we have time to do all of that? And I like looked through the footage and I'm like, wow, like we did a lot of stuff today. Like went all the way to the southernmost point. We were on a live cam. We were over here. We were over there, up in a tree over here, going through here to eat. It's just crazy how much stuff we're able to do in a day. It blows me away. But real quick, I'd like to thank a few more people who helped support this and make this all possible. Brian, Sally, John, Gavin, Thomas, Frank, Paul, Lance, and Bob. Thank you to all of you. Thank you very much for supporting this and wanting to see this all happen and come together, because or else we wouldn't be here working on this project. So thank you very much. Today's positive quote is, life has many ways of testing a person's will, either by having nothing happen at all or having everything happen at once. What this quote means to me is, I'm sure you've had the feeling, and it happens to me, and I'm sure it happens to loads of other people, is maybe you have a time where you're like, nothing's really going on. Like, I'm not really working on anything, or maybe you make videos, you're like, I'm not really sure what I should make a video about. Like, nothing exciting is going on at the moment. And then you're like, oh, I want something exciting to go on. And then all of a sudden, all these opportunities and things start coming your way, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is overwhelming. I'm sorry, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do this. And then it's like way too much stuff, way overwhelming. And then once it's all done, it just like comes to a halt. And you're like, what? Like I did all that stuff, and now, oh, I'm not sure what I should do now. So it's like with anything, you know, it goes up and down, up and down. So just knowing how to deal with it and not get overwhelmed, because if you start getting all this crazy stuff going on and crazy maybe like all these people want you to do all these tons of different stuff, and then you start doing like a lower quality, maybe you make videos, and then because you're just trying to do so many, your quality goes way down. Now, you know, like I've said in the past, you find a balance in between quality and quantity, so that's what that means to me. Remember to keep always doing awesome stuff, and I will see you tomorrow early in the morning. Tomorrow we're going on another road trip to a different location. We're not going to be staying here. We're going to be staying somewhere different, so it's always fun moving along. See you guys in the next one.